Well, September means back to the classroom and a new routine for many children. With that comes added stress. But how do you know if the stress or sadness they're experiencing is a normal part of growing up or if it's all just too much? Well, to break this down for us, we are joined by Dr. Felicia Chang, a psychologist at McMaster Children's Hospital. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Chang. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is obviously a concern for parents, mental health problems in young people, and a lot of them are experiencing it. How widespread is this problem?
Yeah, in Ontario, it's actually 1 in 5 children who are experiencing mental health challenges, and so we want to be on the lookout for signs and try to get support as soon as we can.
Right, so how do you identify if a child is in crisis or on the verge of needing that much needed support?
Yeah, we're often looking for changes in their day-to-day functioning. So if you notice that a child is seeming more withdrawn or irritable than they typically are, if they're avoiding activities that they would typically engage in, or you notice changes in their eating or sleep patterns, it might be a sign that you need to get them some support.
Right. And what type of support? I guess it does depend on, how severe or how big the problem is.
Yes.
So what type of supports should parents seek out?
Yeah, so to start with, it's often helpful to get support by speaking to your family doctor, or in some cities you can actually self-refer for mental health services. If you're more imminently concerned about their safety, perhaps thinking that they might hurt themselves or someone else, then you want to contact your local crisis line or maybe even take them to your local emergency room.
Let's talk a little bit about the stigma, perhaps. I think mental health is now more of a conversation with people. I think more people are more open to talking about it. But is there still a stigma? Is there still something, that barrier that prevents maybe parents or even kids from talking openly about the issues they're having?
Yeah, we've definitely come a long way in terms of breaking down that stigma, and there's ways to go. Different families have different cultural backgrounds that might have different views on mental health. For young people, I think it's really just acknowledging and giving them space. So if you see that little hint, you want to take that and allow them to keep talking about the conversation.
Right. Well, there is an event happening this weekend that you're
Yes.
here to talk to us about as well. It's the Peace Ambassadors Gala. It's being hosted to support McMaster Children's Hospital. Tell us about this event and what it means to the work that you do.
Yeah, so McMaster Children's Hospital actually has Ontario's largest child and youth mental health program, and so we're so grateful that the Peace Ambassadors Gala is going to happen. It's a black tie event that actually has a cocktail hour. Yeah, a cocktail hour, interactive entertainment, a 3-course dinner, a silent auction, and some live dancing and music. So it'll be a great time, and tickets are still available.
Yeah, so tell us about that. So
Yeah.
if people do want to get some tickets, how can they go about and do that?
So you can go on peaceambassadorsgala.net for tickets for the Peace Ambassadors Gala this upcoming Saturday, September 28th.
And talk a little bit, we've got about a minute and a half left here, about if people are considering going. It looks like a great event, looks like a lot of fun. How does this really help in terms of, direct support for mental health and children as well?
For sure. More and more we're seeing that children and youth need support, but their caregivers also need that to really support a family and wrap around. So the more funding that we can get through great events like the Peace Ambassadors Gala, the more we're able to really support the whole family and wrap around.
Well, great. Okay, well, once again, let's run down when it's happening?
So Saturday, September 28th, starting at 5:30 at the Omni King Edward Hotel, and tickets are available at peaceambassadorsgala.net.
Well, great. Dr. Felicia Chang, a psychologist at McMaster Children's Hospital. We appreciate you chatting with us this morning. Good luck with the event this weekend. And we'll have more Global News Morning coming right up after this break.